Hello everyone, welcome to a brand new game on my channel. As you can see, it's called The Long Dark. So this is The Long Dark. I've been following this game for a long time, and it's had a few updates since its first, I think it was in pre-alpha. Now it's in alpha. This is version 3.93. I don't know if that's 3.9.3 or if it's just 3.93. So this game has had quite a few ups and downs. I just bought it earlier, or actually late last year, earlier this year. And so what this game is right now it has a story element. It's supposed to have a story element when it actually gets completely released. I'm not sure when that's going to be fully implemented. But right now it's just kind of a sandbox game. And what it is it's a open world survival winter element survival game. So pretty much what it is you are put up against the elements. I mean, and the elements are brutal, as you'll see here in a minute. It's basically you have to survive against a very harsh environment, because you have animals that are out to kill you. So far, I believe the storyline is going to be that you were like the only survivor during an extreme blizzard that's rolled through somewhere. It's supposed to be somewhere in Canada, I believe, is where the story is supposed to go. So what we have on here at the beginning is we have story, sandbox, challenge, journals, badges, and options. Of course, you all know what options and stuff are. Sandbox is basically it drops you somewhere in here in one of the maps it has, and you survive based on how you want to play. You have challenges, which challenge how well you are at resource managing and other stuff. Journals just basically are, it keeps a record of your times playthrough, like this one right here. I failed. And then badges are just, that. There's, I think there's some collectible badges and stuff, like, and everything. As you can see, haven't gotten to any of them. But the one we're going to be focusing on more is this one, Sandbox. So I've already got a playthrough going through. But we're going to start a new Sandbox. So let's create a new one. So these are your different experiences. So this one is basically designed for people for new players and stuff. Basically, it kind of, I don't think your survival thing is very hard or anything like that. Plus, I don't think there's animals in there. Oh yeah, wildlife will not attack unless provoked. So that means if you walk like past a wolf or a bear or something like that, they'll just look at you and kind of like, hey, you do you, I'll do me. And everything. The next one is, this is probably the more of like a survival one. So basically, wildlife is sparse but can seek you out. Yeah, and all this other stuff. Then you have this one, which is stalker. I don't know how to pronounce it. Hostile animals is common and will hunt you down. All your survival stuff is very hard. And then this is basically this one is death, basically. This is probably the hardest. We're going to go back here to this one, the owl, and we'll confirm that. Now this is where it gets interesting. This is where you can choose everything. So Mystery Lake here is the starter, pretty much the starter map. We're going to be going with this one as well, because as you can see, it is connected to the other maps as well. This is probably the least brutal for the start of anything. Then we have Coastal Highway, which is cool. We have the lighthouse here. I don't know. Pleasant Valley, Timberwolf Mountain. And this is a new map for this build. This one basically introduces weak ice to the thing. So as you're walking across like a lake or something, you have to be careful, or otherwise you get hurt. So we're gonna go back here to Mystery Lake. This is where we're gonna start with this one. We want to be a male. We'll just do just long dark, just because. Accept. So ultimately, our goal is to survive the elements. Now, in the game, I'll show you as we get in, if we're doing okay on things, is they have implemented in this last update for the game, which I don't know how long ago the update was, is everything has a certain amount of weight, even down to your clothes. So if you have, you know, over 35, 40 pounds of clothes on, it could get pretty hard to take and move around. Where are we starting? We're starting at the railroad tracks. Where are we? Okay, I know where we're at. Pretty much at the bottom of the map. About center bottom of the map. Okay, so let me show you kind of what we have. So this is our start off gear. So it starts off with a few bits of clothes, some starting, some fire stuff, some little bit of medical clothes, and it also starts you off with a few things. So you have like that, the bedroll and the sewing kit here. We don't have any food, and we don't have any miscellaneous items. Switch over here. So we have a new, so we have a clothing area, and this actually tells you, you know, what clothing you're wearing, what it does. This over here, it tells you the stats of the certain piece of clothing that you're wearing, and the actions you can take, like take it off, repair it or so. Is what those actions. You can repair it or rip it up and drop. Hitting the tab button on the keyboard, you can see your character stats. And right now it says it's cold, so we kind of need to find a place to hang out for a little bit. And it just so happens that right around the corner here, we're actually kind of up in the center of the, or up near the center of the map. Right over here, we can get to it. This might be a little janky, might be a little bouncy. I know in certain places, like in this cabin right here. You thought I didn't know the map. It's to the point where my computer, as I've said all along, it's going to be a little fuzzy. I think there's some other settings that I could turn off now that we're actually inside a building. So when you get inside a building, your warmth, you can actually see that we're starting to warm up a little bit, because as you can see, you know, it feels like 35 in here. Might be a little colder than that. So our stats are, so we have 4 stats that we have to keep an eye on. So we have warmth, rested, that is hydration, and bottom one is food. Any of those stats get down to the red, or below red, or, well, when those stat meters go completely empty, you start losing condition, which is basically you start losing your health, which is a little harsh, but I can understand it. I kind of think that, you know, it should go to at least 2 stats. So what we're going to do is we're going to look around in here and see what we got. So this is the, like, the lakes. It's like a lake cabin resort station. So this is like where you would come to get your permits and stuff for everything. So we're gonna loot the room. So basically the loot, we just look at like a drawer or something that we want to look through.
I could use this.
Oh, nice. We got some socks. We'll put those on. Oh, we got a cotton scarf. That's nice. So you just look at the drawer that you want to, or you just look at the container that you want to open, and then left click on it when it says like the drawer or whatever it is. Just left click on it, and it goes through and starts searching. That's nice warm as well. My only problem, I think it's a great thing to have the weight system. But my only problem I have with the weight system, see in just a minute, is I would think that your backpack, the weight of your clothes and the weight of your backpack should be 2 different complete things. So see here we have 14 pounds out of 66 pounds that we can carry. But that's combined total weight. Okay? I would think that when you put, what I think is when you put on clothing to wear, okay? When you go back to your backpack, see, the weight here does not change. I would think that your weight, your clothing weight and your carrying weight should be completely separate. That's my only complaint with the game. Other than that, I love this game. And I like playing it. Unfortunately, the way the game is acting with y'all sound like I'm Southern. It may not be too easy to play, so maybe what I might do is I'll play it a little bit. Oh, that's weird. Are we even here? The wind just suddenly stopped rattling. That's kind of a calm before the storm type of deal there. So what I might do is I might take and play a little ways, and then I may every once in a while make like a 5-minute episode, 10-minute episode of what I've done in the game, just to show you what I've done. I'm probably going to stick around this area for a long while. Excuse me. For a while before I move on to the next one. So, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little venture into the Long Arc. Like I said, I'll keep you posted about how this character portrays anything that is really interesting, because it does take a little time. It's a lot of grindy work in the game. It's like you got to traipse around the entire area. There's a hunter's cabin that you can go to pick up things and get stuff like that. And like I said, the way I'm seeing the game working while recording, it's not going to be something that I can just record all the time on. It's going to be one of those things that I record a little bit and then, or I play a little while, like maybe an hour or two, and then record like a little clip of what I've done, play a little bit longer, record a clip of what I've done, play it, just keep rinsing and repeating that. So I'm going to do, so I think that's how this series is going to do. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed. You enjoyed this little episode or this little clip of the game, and everything. I'll keep you posted about how how I'm progressing in it, and hopefully I'll see you, and then I'll see you down the way. Take care, and I'll see you next episode. Laters.